Hello everyone, my name is Justin Sims. I've been in the U.S. Navy for the last 13 years as a nuclear machinist mate. I'm pursuing my degree in applied nuclear engineering technologies. Right now I'm planning to pursue a job in the nuclear field once I retire from the Navy in about 8 years. To the questions, as a graduate of Excelsior University, what are the most important skills I have learned from my education, and how do I plan to apply those to my new career field? As a graduate, I think the most important skill that I'm going to be able to use is the ability to critically evaluate information that is being presented and be able to collaborate with my fellow workers and management. Being in that field, being in this field that I've been in for the last decade, we don't normally really need to fact check each other very often when it comes to plant operations, as those are strictly dictated by procedures written for the operation of a nuclear reactor. When we do have a discussion, it's normally about a maintenance procedure that is written extremely vague. I think the ability to have a constructive conversation about a matter is something that is lost in general population, and I have learned that it's an important skill to have. And the importance of evaluating information critically has been made greatly apparent during my time here. I will say that I've been guilty of using unvetted information during a conversation, and being here, I now understand or am more cautious when I'm trying to speak to facts than I was before. I now know that if I'm going to speak in an official capacity, I need to speak from unfuted data, vice what my opinion is on a matter. The gravity of one's voice matters, and it is in an official capacity, and it is something that I've learned here. What I think the future of the career industry will be in 10, 20, or 100 years, and how I can help my new employer plan for the future. So for the future, I think that nuclear power generation in the United States is going to be growing. The industry as a whole is poised to grow in the next 10 to 20 years. Right now, nuclear power accounts for 30% of nuclear power in the world. That number has grown since 1980, which it only accounted for 11%, as cited by World Nuclear Association from 2024. With the entire world struggling to figure out how we're going to maintain continuity of power, the future of nuclear power is that this industry is going to grow to meet the demand for electrical power. From the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, there's a projected decline in nuclear engineers from 2023 until 2033 of about 1%. I think this decline is based on the age of the nuclear reactors in the United States and the stringent restrictions that were placed on building new reactors in the United States. With these restrictions slowly being lifted and the building of new nuclear plants, the industry is going to grow to meet the demand. And with new plants being built, the demand of workers is going to go up also. Right now, the data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics is based on the number of plants that are currently operating and not accounting for new plants that will be built in the future. As for how I will help my new employer, I think my strongest suit is going to come in a training part for a plant. We need to have methods of training personnel that want to move up in plant operations to allow them to move up and assume more responsibilities. The fact that the United States Navy, the Navy that I'm a part of, can train an 18-year-old to operate a nuclear reactor without a college degree should speak to the lack of college education to operate one, and allow people to learn how, and allow them to move up into positions without coming to the table without a degree. I think this is an aspect that I can bring to the table and help my new employer.